Councilmembers, if you'll take your seats, please. We have a quorum in the chamber.
Oh, good. Can't lose that much. Can't lose.
So the first item will be a public hearing on strategic partnership agreements, but before we do that, I think it is appropriate to note the death late yesterday of State Senator Mario Gallegos, who gave decades of public service to the citizens of Houston and the constituents of his representative and then Senate districts. Thoughts and prayers are with his family and our sympathies with his constituents. I know that council members have, over the last week, given the opportunity to pay respects and say goodbye, and know that as the arrangements for his funeral and memorial service remain available, we will share with council. Chair recognizes Councilmember Rodriguez.
Thank you, Mayor, and thank you on behalf of the family, and I do want to offer my condolences as well to the Gallegos family during this difficult time. And I just want to thank Senator Gallegos for his many years of service to our community. And, I think we all used to enjoy when the senator would come up to public session and chew us out.
We didn't always enjoy it. That's
And I do miss those calls at 7 in the morning, asking, "What are you guys doing over there at City Council?" But working with him to resolve the issue, and I know he really deeply cared about his constituents, his seniors, the children in his district, and firefighters and other first responders. So he's going to be greatly missed. And thank you, Mayor, for recognizing the senator this morning.
Councilmember Burks.
Thank you, Mayor. I had the privilege of going to visit with him. To me, death is not easy, even though I'm a pastor, a preacher. It's never easy. And to see him, a firefighter, a senator, a man of dignity and courage, and to see him struggle to acknowledge people in the room, I will never forget that moment. I had prayer with him. He acknowledged me when I came in the room. And when I started this journey some years ago to get elected office, he was right there with me. And this is what I call, and who I call, a true friend. I noticed that I got a memo that the flag is half staff or inspector. In my opinion, the state flag should be for Senator Gallegos. Thank you, Mayor.
Thank you, Councilmember. Mayor Pro Tem Gonzalez.
Thank you, Mayor. I want to thank you for your kind words and for my colleagues as well. And Senator Gallegos was really a trailblazer in the Latino community in terms of politics, but as you mentioned, he was also a public servant for many years, serving probably serving at least a fire department for more than 22 years as well. So he will definitely be missed. He was a determined public servant that wasn't afraid to fight the tough fights and stand up for what he believed in, and you have to appreciate someone like that. So we several of us electeds had an opportunity to visit with some of his constituents yesterday at an annual event that he has, and they were cheering him on, and was really hoping for him. That was earlier in the day before news came of his passing later in the afternoon. But again, he will be missed. He was a good friend to many of us, and someone that we admire and respected. So appreciate the kind words to him and his family. And our condolences go out to him and his entire family and staff as well on behalf of myself and the district H team.
Councilmember Pennington.
Thank you, Mayor. I too am glad you mentioned and acknowledged Senator Gallegos. He was a said he was glad I was over there, so that warmed my heart. I don't care what the issue was, you always got a kind reception and a thorough hearing of your issues. And he was willing to engage, no matter what the issue was. So I thought he was a fine public servant from all standpoints, and he would be missed. Thank you.
Councilmember Noriega.
Thank you, Madam Mayor. There are a lot of us at this table that had a relationship with Mario Gallegos, and you sometimes got yelled at, and you sometimes got patted and helped, and it kind of depended. But what he always was a firefighter. And as I've spent time on city council, I've gotten a new understanding of firefighters. You know, they run toward things that the rest of us run away from. They are heroes. They save lives and protect property. And if you talk to any of them, you hear a very similar thing from them. And what they mostly have is tremendous courage. And what Mario Gallegos had was tremendous courage. He never backed away from a fight. He never backed down if he thought he was right. He never gave up. He was relentless in his pursuit of what he thought the children and seniors and citizens of Senate District 6 needed. He has a large family and a large staff, as several of you have mentioned, and a lot of folks that love him. And this is really hard. But we know that the bomberos that went before are meeting him right now. Thank you.
Thank you, council members. We will now move to the agenda. The first item is the public hearing. If Ms. Russell will formally